Hi folks, this is sjsrana Surendrajit Singh Rana reporting for October 18th, 11:55 hours IST. Yeah, that's Indian Standard Time. So this topic, we have a lot of world events which we are going to discuss shortly. Again, as I've for past 2-3 days I've been I've been avoiding this war topic or the World War III topic because we have other social events, other social causes which are much more important, and we got to unravel that, unearth them, and we got to expose the devils of the world, the racist, fascist devils of India, grabbing, raping females around. We got to expose that, having zero gold medals in Olympics France 2024. That's their stamina, strength, performance, action, folks. That's how they display. It's 1.6 billion people. It's a yoga people. Modi launched International Yoga Day, June 21st on 2014. But their performance is so dismal that they got zero gold medal in real Olympics, which is in France 2024. Much more we got to discuss. Diddy Combs sex trafficking industry versus India sex trafficking industry, why Mother Nature wrath is upon us, and why these racist faces devils of India are terrorizing humanity everywhere now. They are huge strength in number. Okay, they have massive strength in number, folks, and they are educated also. But they are racist faces rapists running the sex trafficking industry of India, also the shadow government of India. So, folks, let's first focus on sun. Sun is basically putting up a glare, very spooky, Halloween type. You must be laughing, yeah. Halloween type scare on Earth. It's putting a glare. So these are signs in heaven, folks. Must remember that. We must not ignore the signs in heavens, as we've been told in all the doctrine, in all the scriptures. You got to be very careful around what's going around the world. You cannot just sit around and say, okay, everything is fine here, nothing is going to cause me any harm. But if it's a simple flare, a CME with plasma, it's going to decimate the whole setup in Earth. Yeah, including your electronic devices. All your devices will be wiped off. All the other electronic grids will be wiped off. So the humanity which we know, the civilization which we know of now, can be wiped off within few seconds. Yep, folks, that's how Mother Nature works. So don't be so assured that you are having what you're having right now will be always there. It will change within a second. All these racist faces, rapist devils of India running sex trafficking around neighborhood, they are putting all these spells on Mother Nature, and it's enraging Mother Nature so far so long that it's going to decimate everyone, everything around, because they are all part and parcel of the problem. Mark my words. Don't follow India racist, fascist, devils population. It's exploding now. They are 1.6 billion people on just one single nation, which is India, one third size of China. They are tightly packed, very tightly packed people. And these people are basically now getting mixed with the India racist faces devils and running the sex trafficking industry openly. Got to be very careful with them. Okay, folks, let's first shift focus on Diddy Combs sex trafficking. Okay, so recently the whole world eyes are focused on Diddy Combs sex trafficking industry, how he was able to enjoy completely impunity from US government and officials, and he was able to basically abuse females, minor girls. 120 females of US have already come forward in courts to stand witness against Diddy Combs sex trafficking industry. This industry was so huge, large, and his large white parties had a darker side on it. And there are new lawsuits coming. Already 6 civil lawsuits are against him. He's already housed in federal prison, New York. That's where he's housed in, and he's having his own special cell. And his sex trafficking industry will put light on how India sex trafficking industry at a huge scale is running daily, delivering females in neighborhood to be raped, grabbed by racist, fascist, rapist devils of India openly. India government officials are involved in it. I'll tell you how India government is also participating in sex trafficking industry of India. It's a $100 billion US dollar industry of India sex trafficking. Females are put in neighborhood to some racist faces, rapist devils. Either they grab them or the sex delivery agents of India grab them, racist faces devils, or they are grabbed by somebody in neighborhood who is again racist faces, rapist devils of India. They terrorize the females. This is the same technology being used by Diddy Combs. But Diddy Combs is in jail. Jeffrey Epstein is in jail. Harvey Weinstein is in jail. Maxwell, Ghislaine Maxwell, the co-conspirator of Epstein empire of sex trafficking females, girls in neighborhood, is in jail. All these people are in jail, but in India, which is 10 times, 20 times larger sex trafficking industry, $100 billion US industry, daily delivering females to be raped, minor girls to be raped in neighborhood by the racist faces devils. No one is arrested in India. No one. No big name is coming in India like Diddy Combs, Jeffrey Epstein, or Harvey Weinstein. Either the females or the girls of India are nincompoop, or they are under terror of India devils, or they are themselves participating in sex trafficking. So 700 million females are in India. They are never protesting against the racist faces, rapist devils of India running sex trafficking in neighborhood daily. But however, the US, you must thank the US people, the citizens, they immediately align with the truth. They immediately discard the sex traffickers, the female abusers, the people who are running the sex trafficking industry or whatnot. That's the beauty of the US, the USA. People follow the truth. They don't follow the devils. However, India is totally opposite of the US. In India, most of the people will follow the devils, the racist, fascist, rapist people. They are their devotees. Just like Gurmat Ram Rahim is having a lot of followers, there are devotees of Gurmat Ram Rahim, who is a rape convict for one or two females. That's how they could come up. But there were hundreds and hundreds of females who he raped, who he terrorized. But now India is devotee of Ram Rahim. Can you imagine? This is the mindset of India people and population. I want to tell you folks, it's a huge difference. Never compare India with US. US is totally opposite of India. Over US, people follow the truth. They adore the truth. They discard sex trafficking females, rapist faces agenda. However, in India, it's the other way around. In India, most abundantly available devils, racist faces people, most abundantly available and visual people around your neighborhood. So whenever you see and come across my neighborhood, you'll find the racist faces, rapists, devils, most abundantly available people around my neighborhood wherever I go. These people are always standing outside like beggars of India, rapists, beggars. They're always seen around grabbing anything which is coming across. So I will tell you, don't pass them goodies, pass them some imprisonment, some jail time. Let them grab that jail time, because these are the most abundantly available, visible people, rapist devils, racist devils around my neighborhood always. They are always standing outside like beggars of India. Okay, folks, we are now going to shift our focus on October 17th event in India, which was where Supreme Court of India, fed up with litigany or a huge amount of pleas against the marital rape of India husband, they put the plea against the India government or the union government. Why against India government? Because India government is the only government in the world that supports the predators, pedophiles, sex trafficking agents, racist faces devils, and they openly refuse making marital rape laws for 700 million Indian females, daily victims of India, drunkard males, liquor drinking males who are forcing females for unnatural sex, mostly the mouth sex. That's very popular in India. Liquor drinking males of India are forcing females, married females, daily for mouth sex after they drink the liquor. That's how it runs in India. And females are fed up now. And the irony is, the beauty part of India females is that these 700 million females who are victims surviving daily this onslaught of India drunkard males forcing mouth sex on them, they don't protest. Either they have become shameless, or they are being terrorized, or they don't want to, or they're enjoying. Either of these three things are happening in India. Either they're enjoying this after the males drink liquor, they force all sort of sex on them, or they are terrorized by India state-sponsored terrorism, or they are basically getting subverted. That's how it's happening in India, or they themselves enjoying. So that's why they're not protesting. So on October 17th, the India government was against criminalizing marital rape, and the Supreme Court was asking why you are trying to oppose them. They say when a India female is married, a girl is married to an India husband, they have an implied consent. Yeah, they put the logic, the argument, the implied consent. So what's this implied consent, folks? The implied consent is a fact or a logic given by people where they say once you do this activity, you are basically supposed to do all these things by default regularly. So they say when a India female girl is married to an India male, their implied consent for forceful sex abuse by husband is given by India government. That's what they claim. The India government gives India males, pervert, predators, drunkard, liquor drinking husband to forcefully have sex with India females, to forcefully have mouth sex, unnatural sex with India females, and that's granted by India government. That's it. That's our independence. That's the theory of India independence from 1947, they say. How can we take that away from India males? They are freedom fighters who have fought for India freedom. India is not a country for one race or one religion. India belongs to all and everyone people, all religions, Sikh, Christian, Muslim, and India and Hindus. But they claim we gave this consent, implied consent of India males, freedom fighters, to have forceful sex, to have mouth sex with India females openly and forcefully after they drink liquor. That's what the stand India government took on October 17, 2024 against Supreme Court. Upon hearing this insane argument by India government in Supreme Court on October 17th, the CGI inquired central government has not abided by the hail of the implied consent of the married female. They say when the female is married, the consent is not provided for all things and everything. It's just a consent for a given instance or a given day or a given event. It's not like for the lifetime she's become a slave, sex slave of India husband. To which to which the India government replied, no. Once the India female gets married to India husband, they are their sex slaves. They are supposed to provide mouth sex daily to India husband. That's what India government says to Supreme Court shamelessly. It's a shameless government of the world which is known as India government. Shameless, pathetic, and racist faces rapist devil supporting India government. So now the court stands to decide based on the testimony given by India government, India Union on marital rape laws in India, that if you say that the consent is implied of married females, then does that mean that a married female has given consent, implied consent on dowry demand by India husband? So that means wherever India husband wants to have dowry or money forcefully from India females, then that should be implied consent also. To which India government, listening to this, India government started hiding away. They started hiding under the desk, under the tables in Supreme Court. They started hiding in the washroom in Supreme Court. So again, we have this topic where the October 17th SC Supreme Court of India was asking India Union why you are favoring marital rape, why you favoring marital rapes of India females, which are 700 million India females. Why are you favoring them? Why are you always standing against marital rape laws of India? Why are you always favoring the racist faces devils, rapist devils, who are daily demanding marital rape, who are daily demanding forceful sex, forceful mouth sex from India females, 700 million Indian females. Yeah, it's 700 million Indian females who are married girls. So Supreme Court was asking the logic of India government why you're siding with rapists. So India government shamelessly replied to Supreme Court on October 17th that in India, when a female is married to a India husband male, they have an implied consent. Yeah, the logic was implied consent after marriage, and to which Supreme Court asked to India government on October 17th at 2 p.m. on October 17, 2024, that what is implied consent of India married females. India government replies shamelessly that implied consent is when a female is married to an India husband, then they have given up as a sex slave to India husband. They're supposed to become sex slave. They're supposed to become possession of India husband and males. They're supposed to become perform sexual acts, all sort of sexual acts which they demand, which is unnatural sex also, and which includes mouth sex, mostly demanded by India drunkard husband who are drinking liquor daily. They demand mouth sex from India females. 700 million India females. The liquor drinking husband demand mouth sex daily. That's what has come in many articles, and we have seen a lot of divorce citing this indication that husbands are demanding after drinking liquor mouth sex from India females shamelessly. To which, surprising, you may ask why India females, 700 Indian females, are not protesting. So, okay, folks, I'll give you more details on it, but first, let's put a glimpse on my previous articles. I've been writing articles from 2010 on alternative media, which you can see before its news. I was writing constantly articles on them, and this is all to expose the lies, deceit, deception of India, racist faces, devils, rapist devils of India, and elsewhere, and to rekindle the light of humanity in all Earth, planet Earth. That has been my agenda all going. Now, coming back to our topic of marital rapes laws in India. So now, as you can see, on October 17th at 2 p.m., the India government, India unit replied to the Supreme Court of India that implied consent of India females implies after they get married for forceful sex. All the drunkard husband, the liquor drinking husband can anytime demand sex from India females, married females, or mouth sex mostly. They prefer mouth sex mostly after drinking liquor. So India government says that's how it is supposed to be. India females are supposed to provide these services. They become sex slaves after marriage. Shamelessly, they are stating this in Supreme Court of India. Can you imagine the kind of degenerative mindset India government has? Association of devils have made them such. They are shameless now. So it's not surprising to see that India cops, which are part of India government, are also highly corrupt. They accept bribery. They are seen everywhere at highest level, commissioner of police to that level. They are seen corrupt. They're accepting bribes and they can write false records. They can create false records in police station to implicate innocent saints, original personality as sjsrana. Yes, folks, I want to tell you a little bit that the cops of India are a part of government of India also, and they also become highly corrupt and they accept bribery and they can create false record. They can implicate innocents, especially original personality as sjsrana. They can implicate them anytime because they don't care of the law. They say they are themselves the laws. They can write the laws in the books. They can create false records based on any bribery or corruption given by third party. That's how they are operating. So recently the commissioner of police of Calcutta, India, Bengal was thrown out, was shunted out from his power position because he was siding with the devils or was the part of the problem, not the solution. This is how the corruption and bribery goes forth. Even the commissioner of police can be trusted in India. That's why I keep repeating India is very different from America, North America. Okay, folks. And in India, a truthful person, will always be seen having less friends, sing alone. If you can't enjoy company of yourself, you can't have others enjoy company of yourself. That has been my statement all along. And you have to have less people, less bullshit, and less of their crime activities, criminal activities. That's how you stay in India, because most of the racist faces devils are most abundantly available people in India. Along my neighborhood, wherever I reside, wherever I am, I find most of the racist faces devils seen around. So in India, you are not supposed to talk with strangers in neighborhood. Never talk to them. I don't talk to strangers who come in my neighborhood. I never talk to them because most of them are racist faces devils, rapist devils. They are having criminal track records. So if they come across in your neighborhood, strangers who are not seen regularly, who you don't know, don't talk to them, and even talk less to the people in neighborhood. You never know who is raping who in neighborhood in India. That's another thing. In India, you never know who is relentlessly raping females in neighborhood. You never know. It could be marital rape. It could be raping of minor girls in your neighborhood, or it could be marital rape, mouth sex by liquor drinking husband. So you never know, folks, who is raping who in India. So always stay away from them. It's better you stay on your own life, practice spirituality, meditation. Try to reform the world. Try to put your thoughts for the betterment of humanity. Okay, folks. Another incident which is going on is that recently. Okay, folks. Recently, there has been other events going on. As apart from that, This is what I keep saying. The India beggars, racist faces, rapist devils, terrorist association are always seen begging, grabbing females, girls, car, cash, money, bounties, international visas, property from foreign nations. Yep, the Foreign Devil Association is always in line, in tune with India, racist faces, devils, rapist devils. So they are gifting them bounties every time. You will never find sjsrana asking them or meeting with India racist faces, delivery agent devils. They're only working for racist faces, rapist devils of India in neighborhood all along. That's why in neighborhood of SGS Rana, you'll always find these beggars, racist faces, rapist beggars, always appearing, always the most abundantly available, visible people. Yep, they are most abundantly available, visible people in my neighborhood. They are the beggars, top class beggars, thugs, thieves, scammers, beggars, stealing cars, visas, money, cash, bounties of others. That's what they are, most available devils. And the Western nations, befooled, bewitched leadership is always following them. And that's how they have become the devil siding with devils, international siding with India devils, racist faces, rapist devils. That's what they're seeing now. Okay, folks, another thing is that UK, US, Australia, Canada, France, Germany have started surveillancing India diplomats 24 by 7. The criminal activities are well known now. Canada has exposed again and again. US has exposed again and again India diplomats' criminal activities. Yep, their criminal cronies networking in their nation. This is like you can say a termite mound. If you are inviting India diplomats, criminal cronies networking, you are inviting termites, which seamlessly, secretly builds underground nest, and they multiply in numbers. Just like India has 1.6 billion population, the largest population of the world, residing one third size of China, one third size of USA. They are completely tightly packed people, and most of them are racist faces devils of India who are spreading the false informations on saints, innocents, and original personality sjsrana. Yep, they are expert in spreading misinformation, fake, false information everywhere. That's what tightly packed India population 1.6, one third size of China. Can you imagine? So let's take jar, you have a jar of candy. Okay, you have a jar of candy, and it's a jar of, let's say, 1 kilogram or 1 liter, or you can say 2 pounds. That's the jar, the capacity it has 1 liter. So what will happen if the one jar of that holding, let's say, 1,000 candies are now compacted to one third size of that jar? One third. You take off two parts, you put it one third of that jar of that 1 liter, and now you put 20,000 candies in it. That's how India is tightly packed, folks. That's how the population is exploding in India, and most of them are becoming racist faces, rapist devils of India. And they're tightly packed now, and they're passing their genes, they're passing their everything towards the innocents of India also. There are a lot of people who are innocents in India. 20% of India population is innocent. Most of them also following saintly path. They're good people. They're having generous heart. They believe in the dharma, the karma. But it's not for 8 out of 10 India population. No, that they are totally opposite. That's why they're totally opposite of America. I tell you, folks, I've stayed almost 9 years, 8 years in America. Yep, from May 1999, I was in America. I was in the US, in New Jersey, New York, working around that, blue chip companies, IT companies, big companies. Then I was also in Los Angeles after 2003, working for, again, big blue chip company of America, very reputed companies. I worked there for almost 7, 8 years. I know the people in US. I know them very closely. I know them. They are loving truth. They are brave people. They are having high amount of valor, courage, honesty in them. They never speak lies. I know them personally because I've stayed there. And same, I migrated to Canada in March 2007. I migrated to Canada because of the work. I was working for blue chip company again in Canada. Again, I've seen these people righteous path. I've seen them mostly following the path of truth. They hate the liars, the hate mongers, the racist faces, devils, rapist devils. They hate them. But India is totally opposite, folks. Don't compare America with India. Don't never compare Canada with India people population. Even though they're all democratic nations, but never make this blunder of comparing India people with the America people. The India people, most of them will deceit, deception, tell lies, openly lies. They will speak. They will be racist faces, rapist devils. They are what the India people are mostly, 8 of 10, 8 of every 10. Whereas America is totally opposite. There are only 20% people who may be racist, maybe fascist, maybe rapist, maybe they are talking lies, maybe. I'm still having a doubt for America people. But for India, it is sure, certain, short. Whenever you meet these people, they will lie. They'll openly lie. Most of them have a begging tendency. They are beggars. They are begging international visas. They're begging cars, bounties, money, cash, lottery. They're begging. These are beggars and rapists. So you have two qualities together, rapists and beggars. In America, you may find few beggars, but they're not rapists. In Canada, you may find some rapists, but they're not beggars, they're not racist. But in India, you find all these qualities together. They are rapists, racist, fascist, beggars, and rapists. That's why they're most abundantly available people in India. And saints, innocents, sjsrana, original personality, Surendrajit Singh Rana is least abundantly available, visible people in India. Why? Because they don't have time for this bullshit you call. Okay, standing here, standing there, a bullshit beggar. So these people are not bullshit beggars. But market around my neighborhood, there are a lot of bullshit beggars, rapist beggars, who are always seen around grabbing everything which is passing by. They'll grab everything. They are beggars, bullshit beggars. Okay, folks. Another thing is High Court of India, Kolkata, has always been furious over India cops, because India cops are seeing mostly corrupt, bribe. They're getting bribes and they're getting false records in police station on innocent saints of everything, of any crime. They can make a false record in police station. That's how India cops are popular in the world for corruption and bribery. And once they create a false record, mostly right now the rapes are viral. So India cop police station may create a false record of rape accusing innocent saints, original personality as sjsrana. They can create it after corruption, bribery, and they will never inform the original personality as sjsrana or saints and innocents. Why they don't inform them? Deliberately, intentionally, because they want to delay the investigation. They want to keep the name, a bad name, marked in their books, and they will circulate this misinformation to everyone, world leadership, whatnot. And once it reaches the court and they start their trial, they see, oh, this person, you don't have even an iota of evidence. You are creating false records. You are trying to tarnish image of the saints. And they throw away the case, and after that, the matter fizzles. But for the time of 6-7 months or that duration, once the court realizes that cops are creating false records, they're creating misinformation. They're disseminating false information to everyone. That's how things work in India. I keep repeating this, folks. 8 out of every 10 India population is downright corrupt, mostly morally, ethically bankrupt, pathological liars with exceptional hate crimes against humanity to tell us saints' innocent original personality. Okay, that's why they don't win gold medals. Why India population 1.6 billion don't win gold medals in Olympics? In France Olympics 2024, they won 0 gold medal. They have more than 250 delegates representing India, still they won 0 gold medal. Pakistan, on the other hand, had only 7 delegates visiting France Olympics gold medal in Paris, and they won a gold medal. Whereas India, 1.6 billion population, celebrating the International Yoga Day on 21st of June, initiated by Modi proudly, the PM of India. He said, if I can have yoga teach to the people, taught to the people of 1.6 billion people, they will be extreme, having strength, stamina, action, performance everywhere. Since 2014, India PM Modi introduced International Yoga Day, and now they have 0 gold medal always. So you can understand what kind of deceit, deception everyone is playing in India. In India, deceit, deception makes people popular. Rapist, racist agenda make people instantly popular. Whereas once you speak truth, you are following the truthful path, will make you enemy of India people. They will become enemy to you. India government will be enemy to you if you're speaking truth. If you're telling truth, they'll be enemy to you because they have a devil association mindset. So the Yoga Day celebrated by Modi PM from 2014, they say this yoga needs to be teach to the or imparted to the whole world for stamina, action, performance, strength. But now India has been winning 0 gold medal, 1.6 billion population after celebrating Yoga Day of Modi. So you must be laughing now. What are these people teaching? Deceit, deception? Their strength, stamina is 0 in gold medals in Olympics. They only won 6 medals, folks, by for your knowledge, in Olympics France 2024 after learning yoga from PM Modi. You need to laugh now. I will take a pause. So, okay, folks, after having some pause, we'll back again, uncovering India, exposing India devils, racist faces devils. Remember, India has 1.6 billion population, the largest population on any nation on the planet Earth, and you can see what they're doing. So, India males obsessed with watching porn, marital rapes, gold medal Olympics, medal distribution daily. So, what gold medals India population, drunkard males, liquor drinking males are basically getting is the gold medal in bedrooms, washrooms, bedrooms, houses of India with marital rapes. Mostly they perform mouth sex from India females. They demand forcefully mouth sex from India females mostly. And India females don't protest. They will never protest of the three reasons. Either they love it, what they do. They're loving that fact that after males drink liquor, they ask mouth sex. Either they love it or they are fearful of India state sponsored terrorism, or third reason could be that they are basically having implied consent to perform such activities. That's why 700 million females of India never protest against India marital rapes since 77 years of India independence from UK rule 1947. So, folks, there are a lot of things which you have to question India. You have to ask them why such is happening in your nation, why there is state sponsored terrorism, why the state of Manipur, ethnic minorities, Manipur people, which is Kukis. This is a tribe, it's a scheduled tribe mostly. They are very few in population, not more than, you can say, like a billion or so. They're not more than that. They're residing in a state, Manipur, which is half of New Jersey, but they are relentlessly facing terror from India or from the Meithis. It's a community, it's a larger community, much larger, 100 times larger than them. These communities are terrorizing these people, raping their females. Yep, they're raping their females in Manipur, running the state sponsored terrorism and sex trafficking agencies, which are raping females in neighborhood. That's what is going all around in India now. That's how this devil government is gaining strength. The India government is gaining strength by running shadow government sex trafficking industry, where females are delivered in neighborhood, females are delivered secretly, girls are delivered secretly in neighborhood, stored in some racist faces rapist room houses in neighborhood, and some racist faces rapist will come grab and rape the female, and everybody claps around. All the people are clapping that, oh, the female got raped. A new female got raped. That's how they're celebrating each day and minting money. Sex trafficking is the most foremost, fastest growing industry business in India, secretly. After the males, most of the males, pervert males, racist faces, rapist males, after they come home from work, they start the business of sex trafficking females. They are holding the females in their houses, in their rooms, captive. And once a racist faces rapist of India appears, they'll deliver the females to them, so they come and rape. That's what the strength India government is gaining. They know they are running this sex trafficking, but India government, as you know, it's a shameless government who allows marital rapes. Why will they stop sex trafficking females? That's the question I ask, and world community asks to India government. So now the state of Manipur for last 500 days, mark my word, 500 days, has been fighting uphill battle with the India government, state-sponsored terrorism, the racist, fascist, rapist community large community which is known as the Methi community mostly. They claim that they are raping their females in the neighborhood. They're grabbing their females, they're running violent crimes, ethnic crimes against them, ethnic cleansing agenda against them. For 500 days, the Cookies community, the scheduled tribes of Manipur state of India, has been asking India government to intervene to stop this terror. However, India government was turning blind eye. Mostly the Christians who are residing in Manipur, they are being attacked. Among the 3.2 million people in the state, 41% indigenous Kuki, mostly Christians and influential and wealthy. The Meithis Hindus who live in the valleys account 53%. Their feud over granting travel status to Meithis to avail reservation benefits, India Affirmation Action policies seen death of nearly 230 people and uprooting nearly 60,000, most of them Christians. Christian alleges that the official travel state will allow the influential Methi community to buy land in indigenous areas in districts of all these districts. So the Christians are fearful now. They are Christians in Manipur, which are ethnic minorities, are fearful of state-sponsored terrorism for 500 days, last 500 days. They are also fearful of the Methi community, who are attacking, who are raping their females, grabbing land, trying to have feud with them, always in fighting mode, because they are they are the ethnic majority in India, the Metis community, and the ethnic Christian community or the Cookies community are the ethnic minority in India. So they are being subverted, oppressed, repressed. The racist faces, rapist devils of India running sex trafficking in the neighborhood are grabbing females, raping females daily. Hi folks, how are you doing? This is sjsrana, Surendrajit Singh Rana, reporting for October 17th, 2024, time about 9:47 hours IST, it's Indian Standard Time. So we got various topics which are coming up. The headlines, main being the Diddy Combs sex trafficking. We're going to cover in length. India government to appear before the Supreme Court of India for refusing marital rape laws for 700 million females. So Supreme Court is enraged. That's one another news we're going to cover. And most importantly, the international news being India government has been seen the diplomats in foreign nations running the criminal cronies campaign. Yeah, the criminal cronies campaign, and they are under 24 by 7 surveillance, mostly by most nations now, the Indian diplomats. So we're going to cover in length. So for now, let's see the sun looking directly flaring CME as well, facing Earth. But it seems very active. 2025 has yet to appear. I've already given you the timeline as hashtag MAY 2025 END. Yeah, that's where I see the end. So I always give this head up, all these heads up to humanity a year before, every time. I gave in November 2020, November 2019, for hashtag MAY 2020 WW3, which was for World War III like situation, which starts with pandemic. I also gave the notice that there will be a lot of fatalities that will occur in 2020. That was in June, May 2019. And I posted on my Twitter, sjsrana handle. But after seeing this article, Twitter basically suspended my account, which is formerly X, known as X now. So they have never given back my account because I predicted that we'll see a lot of fatalities in 2020. So this is how these people or the large organization run as a criminal cronies, and same is the case with India government, which has been proved. They have been running criminal cronies through their diplomats in foreign nations, spying for Russia perhaps or someone else. They're doing all this sort of activities, and all the five nations are Western nations are on high alert now, and they are surveillancing them 24 by 7. Yep, the Indian diplomats will be surveillance all their activities, what they do, what they eat, when they go to the washroom, who they have sex with or whatnot. All these things will be observed now because they are running criminal cronies campaign. This is from Canada, also from US. They are pressuring India to cooperate with the investigation with Canada on killing Canada citizens. So this is, folks, how India is behaving now. It's becoming more of a devil association known throughout the world now. This is how it's going on. We're going to shift these topics because these main topics are more important now to the world. And as you know, I've been covering these topics through my oneworldpress.org, also oneworldpress.wordpress.com, also through my other Instagram at sjsrana and threads sjsrana. My basic idea is to rekindle the humanity, to expose the devils, to expose the sex trafficking people, the racist, fascist, rapists on India. Basically, they are running the sex trafficking campaign. It's much more wider than what you have seen with Diddy Combs. So, folks, stay tuned. Okay, folks, first come first, we're going to start with India. The racist, fascist, beggars, rapist devils of India. It's an association with 100,000 strong people army of devils, racist, fascist, rapist devils, which are grabbing everything all around. So I want to alert to the international community and those people who have generously tried to basically donate something for the right cause or send people who can meet me. So far, I have never met any people, any person from foreign or India origin. I have never taken anything, received anything from India racist, fascist, rapist, devils delivery agents, which are only working for India government, criminal cronies, racist, fascist, rapists of India. They are only working from them, and they'll only gift or give people or introduce people to them. They will never introduce to me. So no people, no person has come to me. No information has ever been provided by any of these people, any of the India's racist, fascist, rapist devils. They have never informed me of anything. Any person who has come to meet me, I'm always in dark around these. But I come to know because I'm a spiritual person, so I get my sixth sense. That is how I'm able to predict you folks what is going ahead or what's going on in Earth. So I want to let you know that in India, racist, fascist, devils, rapists, imposters, impersonators, thugs, scammers are most abundantly available, visible people. Always remember that. And saints, innocents are the least abundantly available people. They will not be available just like that. You have to meet, knock them, or have a call with phone call conference. Only then these people are available. So, shifting the focus, folks, I'm going to now jump to the topic of long pending law, which is a marital rape law on India for more than 77 years, but that is through the independence. But other than that, more than 142 years when the UK was ruling India. So there are 700 million females of India or married girls. They want to have a restriction on the perverts, males, husbands of India who are daily demanding forceful sex and a lot of other activities, unnatural activities, mostly the mouth sex, forcefully. And India government shamelessly refuses every time in Supreme Court that they cannot make this law because this law will implicate husbands, perverts, pedophile predators. So this is how shamelessly India government is running the campaign, criminal cronies all across. So it's no wonder why Canada is accusing India diplomats of running criminal campaign, criminal cronies in their nation. Yeah, it's in Canada. Leave aside India. India already they are doing state-sponsored terrorism openly. But the state-sponsored terrorism is so clear evident that the females, 700 million females married to India males, are not even able to protest against marital rape exceptions given to the husband. Can you imagine the amount of terror campaign India is running in India, the India government? This is the height of shameful, shameless behavior by a government. What else can you say? 700 million females don't have guts to openly protest against what India government said in Supreme Court recently, just a week or 2 weeks ago. Shamelessly, they denied, refused that they will not make marital rape laws. India females are supposed to get adjusted to the rapes by the males in India house, washroom, bedroom, houses, and they are supposed to provide all the service forcefully, mouth sex, unnatural sex, whatnot. So this is how shameless India government has become, folks, right in front of your eyes. You can pick up the news channel and listen to how India government shamelessly refused in Supreme Court of India that they will not make laws, marital rape laws for 700 million females, and they will suppress them, abduct their human rights. This is what India government shamelessly has become. So this is height of it, folks. What else are they running behind the scenes? What are their intelligence terror unit doing? That I'll reveal to you very shortly. But I tell you, always remember 8 out of 10 India population is downright corrupt, mostly morally, ethically bankrupt, pathological liars with exceptional hate crimes against humanity, truth tellers. It's exceptional hate crimes they have, and this is how it's going to become evident to the world now. Always avoid India. I'm telling you, you will always be in better position by avoiding India and India people, because 8 out of every 10 India population is downright corrupt, mostly morally, ethically bankrupt, pathological liars with exceptional hate crimes against humanity, truth tellers, saints, original personality sjsrana. Always remember that. So let's jump to the next topic. As I keep telling you, the beggars, racist, rapist, devils, terrorist association of India have always been grabbing, bagging, hijacking females, girls, car, cash, money, international visas, property from foreign nations, donations, which are basically coming for me, for original personality as Jesrana. I have never received a single penny, never taken a single penny from the racist, fascist, rapist, delivery agents of India. These are the criminal cronies working with the Indian state-sponsored terrorism all along for past 1 year more aggressively, but past 8 9 years. So you know what is going on. I want to tell you that these are the devils of India. SJS Rana, Surendrajit Singh Rana, which is me, has never taken anything from them. Never. Not car, cash, money, international visa, bounties, even the females, girls, or person who have come to meet me, I have never met them. Why? Because state-sponsored terrorism of India, government, is all around. They have strictly aligned with the criminal cronies, the mafia, the racist, fascist, rapist mafia all around, and only the racist, fascist devils of India are getting all these benefits, folks. Just for your information, nothing has come to me. I have never received. I have never taken anything, even a single penny from them. So this must be very clear to everyone, and I'm going to now reveal how other things are going the criminal activities of India. Okay, folks, the sex trafficking industry of Diddy Combs is getting exposed to the world now. Already, he's in NY federal prison. Already, he's there, and the trial is set for May 5th, 2025. So, incidentally, this news has just come a few weeks ago that his trial is set for May 2025. But I've been predicting to you hashtag MAY 2025 end, which is where the whole things will go into the highest level as the Mother Nature wrath. But obviously, when we start doing good things, like putting these predators in jail, staying away from India criminal cronies, India government criminal cronies, and shunting out their devils, mostly the diplomats running criminal campaign in your nations. When you shunt them out, when you throw them out, then the Mother Nature starts to reverse. They starts to gift you, and they start to take away the anger side of the Mother Nature. So coming back to Diddy Combs, as you can see, he was the most prominent, most popular, powerful rapper, hip hop artist, and all the political leader crowd of the U.S. was impressed. Kamala Harris was a fan, yeah, was a fan, follower, devotee of Diddy Combs. Can you imagine that? Kamala Harris, yeah, who is running for the office right now, and who is running for the president campaign. So never trust these leaders. These people are running metaphor, morons, tricks, gimmickry. They are good for that only. They have no idea what they're talking, what they're speaking, but they want to have the highest post in the U.S. authority administration. I also feel sorry for Donald Trump because he has also been visiting pedophile island of Jeffrey Epstein, who was convicted of sex trafficking minor girls, and who was basically almost convicted, but he died. So that's how it is going on, folks. Donald Trump he may not have participated. Who knows? But he visited pedophile island of Jeffrey Epstein. So that was another former president of America. Sorry, he visited India, by the way, and he was very happy meeting the devils of India, the racist, fascist devils. He visited India, while the Biden administration has openly denied visiting India, because Biden perhaps has some sort of goodness in him, some goodness in him, which he says, no, I will not visit the state-sponsored terrorism activities of India, the diplomats, criminal cronies running criminal activities across all nations. So he rejected always the invitation from India to visit India. So Biden administration has this one good piece in it. Now we see a lot of things going on, that why India sex trafficking is the most popular successful sex trafficking industry in the world. Yeah, In India, you can run sex trafficking openly. You can become very powerful. You can become very popular. You can get a lot of money, millions and millions of money you can acquire, but you will never get punished. That's the good part of India. The India criminal cronies, the government state sponsored terrorism, is only running on innocent saints. Remember that. They're not on the goons, the perverts, the rapists, racist faces, devils of India. No, it's not for them. The India state sponsored terrorism is learning the lessons from Russia mostly. Russia is their leader in giving them all the state-sponsored terrorism activities, because the highest level spy Putin, who is running a killing campaign in Ukraine and elsewhere, is the darling of Modi. Modi is the darling of Putin, and Putin is the darling of Modi. They are both the same people, but in different bodies. So you can understand what kind of these people activities they will run if they are friends together. So they will have the same activities, folks. So the sex trafficking industry of India is the most powerful, successful industry. They will never arrest, they will never run sting operations. The females are delivered daily in my neighborhood. I've been telling you last 1 year that wherever I reside, these sex trafficking females are being delivered, girls are being delivered in my neighborhood. They take house, room, rent next to me, always next to me wherever I reside. They will come there, and this sex trafficking unit will run, and they will befool the Western nation leadership. Also, I tell you. So Diddy Combs is pale, sex industry is pale in comparison with India's sex trafficking industry. Why? Because India government is complicit in it. The officials are basically getting females delivery and raping females all around. They're picking up females, girls in neighborhood and raping them one by one, running the racist, fascist agenda of raping minorities, females, Sikhs, Christians, Muslim females. That's their agenda, I tell you. That's the sex trafficking agency of India. They'll always pick up these girls. And the innocent saints gets nothing in turn, but they are always labeled. They are always labeled for their wrongdoing. They can implicate them anytime, because all these activities are run in the neighborhood of saints. Original personality as sjsrana. Okay, folks, now let's shift focus back to the Indian criminal cronies, the Indian government diplomats in your nation, running criminal cronies campaign, the networking. They have a large network. They speak to a lot many people daily. They are engaged with them. Now the U.S. government is fed up. The U.S. administration is fed up with India criminal cronies, the India government criminal network running in their nations. They are exposing one by one that why India government is a threat to humanity. Okay, listen this carefully. Why India government is threat to humanity? Racist, fascist, just like Hitler, developing the government just like Hitler, on following the footlines of Hitler. So I tell you this is going to occur, because as you have seen my past 10 years record, whatever I has predicted, whatever I have told you, informed you, alerted you, has come true after some months or years. So again, I'm telling you this time, India government is following the footstep of Hitler. It's a dictatorship in the sheet of democracy. It's a dictatorship. Okay, it's having the racist faces, devils, rulers. It's having the state-sponsored terrorism. Leave aside this Canada incident alone, but I tell you, the Manipur state of India, which is a eastern state of India, is fed up with India's state-sponsored terrorism for last 500 years. I tell you, I'll detail you more on that, why that state is suffering India government criminal cronies. But for now, Trudeau, the Prime Minister of Canada, and the Canada government has directly accused India government, India criminal cronies diplomats, running the criminal campaign, killing campaign of Canada citizens in their soil. And not alone Canada, now the US, New Zealand, Australia, UK, all these 5 nations are basically fed up with India criminal cronies diplomats, who are sitting in their nation but basically running criminal campaign. And they have proof of that. It's not that they are saying in thin air. They have seen, they are planning, plotting to kill people, kill citizens who are basically citizens of UK, Australia, Canada, US. Yeah, India government has been caught red-handed. It's not that they are speaking in air. And India government has never caught any of these people, which is any of these nations, Canada, UK, Australia, US, France, Germany. They have never caught that they are running a criminal campaign. Still, India government, the terrorism of the world, is shunting out Canada diplomats. Can you imagine? A thug, a scammer is basically blaming the innocents. A terrorist is blaming the innocent. Can you imagine that kind of scenario is going on? India government is proudly, shamelessly shunting out Canada diplomats in tit for tat for Canada shunting out India diplomats, whereas India government has never accused or found anything, any wrongdoing of Canada diplomats in India nation for last 77 years. Since India got independence from UK rule, India has never have any proof, any incident where UK government is or diplomats in India are committing any crime, running criminal networks. Can you imagine the kind of terror to humanity this India government is bringing? The kind of terror. They're always in denial state. Whatever wrongdoing they do, whether they're supplying these subverted or substandard drugs, killing the innocent kids in Cambodia, in Kenya, and elsewhere in Africa, they're denying. They say no, we have nothing to do. It's all good. Whenever whatever wrongdoing they are doing, they will always deny. It's a state of denial. India, another name is state of denial. Denial of human rights, denial of any wrongdoing, denial of terrorism, running a criminal cronies in foreign nation. They're all in state of denial. That's what India has become now. And the racist fascist devils of India are supporting these cause because they're raping females in neighborhood daily. Because the racist fascist association of India, they're raping females. They're getting free females delivery daily to rape in neighborhood. Yes, I've seen around my neighborhood all the time. They're raping females relentlessly, and mostly the ethnic minorities, Sikh females, Christian females, Muslim females, they're relentlessly raping them, shamelessly. Okay, so folks, Canada is enraged, US is enraged, and the US has now instructed India government to run the investigation of Canada, where they're asking to run the investigation why and how India government was running criminal cronies killer campaign. It's become a killer government. Okay, it's become the assassin. The world assassin India government is now seen by Canada, US, New Zealand, Germany, France, Australia. Yeah, it's become the assassin government. It's following the footstep of Putin. Putin is already running a war campaign in Ukraine. People are fed up, and the India government and Russia government are friends, are true friends. So it's a democracy. It's a communist government in package of democracy. You can call that as India. It's a communist nation in a package of democracy. So to become darling of the US. That's how India is defined now. So you can understand, man. You can understand, people, what kind of government you're dealing with. It's a threat to humanity. I'm telling you again and again. But you will come to know years to come. It's a threat to humanity. As long as India government is supporting criminal campaigns, marital rape laws, running state-sponsored terrorism, the India government is a threat to humanity. Mark my words. And as far as people are away from this India government threat to humanity, you will be spared from Mother Nature wrath. Or else be ready to face Mother Nature wrath by May, #MAY 2025 END. That's what I predicted 6-7 months ago. So if you're siding with India government's criminal cronies, racist faces devil industry, sex trafficking industry, you will face the Mother Nature wrath very soon, folks. You will not be able to bear 2025. Apart from sun lashing out huge CMEs, plasma, towards Earth, then we also have pole shift. Okay, pole shift is also coming up. The magnetic shields of Earth is going to deplete very soon. So I'm just giving you a glimpse. People, I have a lot to disclose, but I'm going to do it in my other podcasts, other topics. But right now, you see the face of India. All the nations are avoiding India now, and they are running 24/7 surveillance of India diplomats. So, okay, folks, sun flares, we can see it's getting enraged, obviously, and no matter what, it's going to decimate the devils, especially the racist fascist devils of India by 2025. That's in the cards. Now, looking at the latest news, which was Canada accusing and shunting out diplomats, India diplomats from Canada soil, running criminal campaign and state-sponsored terrorism agenda in Canada. Now, because looking at the news, the India government, the devils of India government, quickly retracted all the terrorism efforts in Manipur state, and they called for all the MLAs, the lawmakers, to come and meet in New Delhi. Can you imagine 2 days ago they called all the MLAs of Manipur to meet with them and try to sort this state-sponsored terrorism of India and just let go. For 500 days, the Manipur people, the ethnic minorities of India, Manipur state, were basically accusing India that they're running a state-sponsored terrorism, the racist, fascist devil, the rapists raping their females openly. They were fed up with the racist agenda of India, fascist agenda of India, and for 500 days these people were fighting. So both they're known as the Hindu majorities, they were fighting with the ethnic minorities of Manipur state. It's a small state, you can say half of New Jersey. That sort of state is Manipur, half of New Jersey. But these India government were relentless. For 500 days, they did not look at them. They did not call peaceful meeting in New Delhi. But just 2 days ago, after Canada exposed India diplomats running criminal cronies campaign, killer campaign, assassin India government, exposed by Canada, these devils of India immediately retracted and they basically call for peace plan. So can you imagine? You are already knowing these are facts. I'm not giving you some fantasies. It's not a pebble. It's not like a parable. It's a fact. And these facts are in front of you, folks. How these criminal cronies of India are working, day and night, to befool the world, to mislead the world, to run a deceitful campaign. You already know India never openly claims the alliance with any of the two partition world division polarized of the world. Russia campaign, the Russia, China, North Korea, Iran, Syria. Lot of these nations are at one side, and the NATO is on the other side with Ukraine and all the small nations. And India is basically having double standards. It's trying to shake hand with both of the parties. So you can understand whenever a person or a people try to shake hand with both, either they are the devils, evils, the most epitome of devil, or they are basically peacemakers. But India is not a peacemaker, folks. You can see their activities. You can see how the criminal cronies are running. They are not peacemakers. Hi everyone, how are you doing? This is sjsrana, Surendrajit Singh Rana, reporting for October 14th. So we are focusing on world events, and mostly we are going to focus on the storm of the century Milton, which hit US, Florida, and the aftermath and how the recovery is proceeding. As we are seeing, the storm was storm of the century, and this was very unique storm. The storm Milton had spawned at least 38, 39 tornadoes, which hit hard on the Florida coast. And this has never been seen, witnessed by the people, even in the US and Florida. So it was a kind of very unique storm, and people are still trying to recuperate from the trauma of how hard it hit and what it entails with it. So, anyways, folks, as I was telling you, this is Mother Nature wrath on US, basically, and nothing more than that. So that is why I kept predicting before even Milton hit Florida that it's a Mother Nature wrath, and this is going to be very severe. Why Mother Nature wrath on US? Because I told you that because in past 9 months, especially the US leadership, bewitched, befooled by India, racist, fascist, rapist devils association, which have been grabbing females, girls, car, cash, money, international visa from them by befooling the imposters, scammers, all were together. And this is how they have tried to befool the world leadership, basically, but specifically more on the Western nations, and they were attacking the US leadership. This has been the agenda going on for past many years, but under other influence of racist, fascist Devils Association of India, it got impetus and it was able to befool and do much more damage, because this whole episode or the metaphor, games, tricks, gimmickry, were being run in the neighborhood around the original personality sjsrana, which is me. And this time they were very successful because the whole real estate was participating with them. It was very pathetic to note that those people who are affluent rich, who doesn't need such gimmickries, they were also participating openly like gangsters. So the whole real estate, this message, they are very aware what I'm trying to convey. The whole real estate was involved, and obviously the neighborhood devils, racist, fascist devils, rapists were involved. Many were raping females because of the sex trafficking was ongoing for at least year, complete year, and this was being done for a specific purpose, which was to have facilitate sort of dating sort of thing. But that never occurred. It was only terrorizing females, grabbing females, terrorizing them, and the sex trafficking industry were making money, huge money. Apart from that, the storage of females and girls in neighborhood were also giving them big bounties. So it was all money making machine in India. Now focusing back to Milton, recently Biden administration, Biden himself visited the affected area and announced over 600 million, 613 million overall towards the cost of this whole episode. This is basically just, I think, peanuts, distributing peanuts, because the huge cost of recovering the small businesses and other areas which have been damaged, the government property, the commercial property, will run into billions. As I predicted, that this is at least going to cost around 100 billions. This includes everything: insurance, theft, or some sort of other damages which are unseen, which cannot be registered, from minute devices to big cars. Cars are getting stalled because of they were underwater, and a lot of other things which have gone into which is unnoticed by this distribution. So anyway, folks, as I've been telling all along, that SJS Rana, which is me, Surendrajit Singh Rana, has never participated and never taken anything from this racist, fascist, rapist, devils, delivery agents of metaphor, raping, games, gimmickry in neighborhood, which is sex trafficking of females in neighborhood. This was run past 9 months. So till October, it was quite active around my vicinity, around my neighborhood. However, now it's time for people to basically donate on Milton, and you will never find this racist faces devils association donating even a single penny. They still want to grab cars, cash, money, bounties, goodies, and international visas from them, because they have delegated some idiots, some racist faces devils, which are delivering only and only specific to these people, the association. And they have been totally trying to cut off right from the day one. And for past 9 months, they have tried to cut off the original personality. The reason they have done so is because if the original personality appears to them and is known to them, then nothing will be granted to them, or small peanuts. This is how they hijacked the whole system. They never allowed original personality to meet people who have come there to meet. They have never allowed any other people or any other thing to be even given directly. They've all tried to basically hijack the whole system. And these are basically the terrorist organization of India, the racist, fascist, rapist devils, the terrorist organization, which India government is basically fuming them. It's not trying to curtail them or contain them, but trying to fume them much more so that they can spread the terror across the humanity. And this is what I'm trying to warn folks, because these people have now gained much more strength, like Milton gained, and they are becoming much more affluent and effective in terrorizing people with a racist agenda. This is something which has to be watched over, and the watchdogs on the human rights abuses must take this seriously. So the impact on the original personality, specifically Saint's Innocence original personality, SJS Rana, on this whole 9 months, past 9 months, grabbing, basically raping females around in neighborhood and whatnot has been going on. It's like a hell going on. Why? Because these people, this association of devils and racist, fascist, rapists of India, scammers, were basically deliberately trying to form their own group and excluding Surendrajit Singh Rana or SJS Rana, original personality, on any information whatsoever never came to SGS Rana. Even if someone has come to meet, this was never communicated to me directly or indirectly. This is how SGS Rana was kept in dark, and these people were grabbing car, cash, money, international visas, and they were trying to also grab all the females to rape them one by one. So all the females have been basically raped because they were put in dark. They were put in wrong information that okay, they have come to meet such saints, innocents, or original personality as J.S. Rana. Whereas these all racist faces devil association, including the real estate, which was there, real estate, all the real estate owners and everybody was involved in this big scamming, raping scheme, sex trafficking scheme, which is so shameless act, which cannot be described. But they have basically befooled the international leadership, and now they claim the international leadership is enslaved by their goons, their devils, their racist, racist people in India. So I keep repeating this, folks. I don't know how much time I have to warn you that every 8 out of 10 India population is downright corrupt, mostly morally, ethically bankrupt, pathological liars with exceptional hate crimes against humanity, truth tellers, and saints, original personality as yes Rana. Yes, they have exceptional hate crime. The racist, fascist, rapist mafia of India is expanding. Now they have got international visas also. And for past 9 months, all those people over here which have been granted the visas, the international visas of US, Australia, Canada, UK, are now freely roaming all around. They're spreading their tentacles. So be careful, be warned, beware. That's my warning to you guys. Hi everyone, this is your favorite host sjsrana. Surendrajit Singh Rana reporting for October 12th, 00 hours UTC, with major world events about to fold and which have already folded. So, over here, I'm going to share with you the recent sun flare CME image, which is basically glaring at Earth and ready to flare CMEs. We have already seen major X7, X3, X2 flares in just past week, and we are about to see much more. This is all Mother Nature wrath ongoing, and we have already seen how Milton, the hurricane of the century, was pounding Florida, US, with multiple span of tornadoes. This was a very unique event where multiple tornadoes were seen spanning all around, and this was Mother Nature wrath on US. Basically, for every karma which we do, we have two options or two back coil of the karma, which is either good or bad. Once we are seen supporting devils, evils, racist, fascist, rapist people on the world, the Mother Nature counts that, registers that, and is going to coil back just like a snake will coil back and pounce on you. So is the karma. It never leaves. So we have seen past many leadership bewitched, befooled. Many nincompoops were siding with India racist, fascist devils, rapist devils, who were basically grabbing everything around neighborhood, girls, females, stuff, car, cash, money, international visas. They were all getting these goodies from befooled, bewitched leadership. Especially in US, they were very aggressive on gifting these people, these racist, fascist devils, rapist devils. So nature basically took revenge and pounded the US Florida relentlessly, and much more to come. So on this grabbing of the bounties, always remember that SJS Rana, Surendrajit Singh Rana, has never taken anything from racist fascist, rapist devils, delivery agents of India, metaphor raping organization games played in neighborhood. It's always played around my residence, around wherever I am in the vicinity, so that these people can become imposters. The Devils Association of India, the racist fascist devils, the association, it's a complete gang, of at least 100,000 people or more. And they're always around my neighborhood to grab these bounties and befool the world leadership and others. Basically, they are having hate crimes, highest form of hate crimes against the saints, innocents, original personality as sjsrana. So they're always still around. Wherever I will go, they will just purchase house or rent a house around my vicinity. So this has been going on for at least 10 years, and recently past 9 months, they have become very active in grabbing cars, cash, money, bounties, goodies, even international visas have been granted to them by the racist, fascist, rapist devils of India, delivery agents. So this is how it's been going on, and that's why I keep repeating 8 out of 10, every 10 India population is downright corrupt, mostly morally, ethically bankrupt, pathological liars with exceptional hate crimes against saints, humanity, innocents, original personality as sjsrana. That's why, folks, I keep repeating, I have never taken anything, cash, money, car, bounty, property, international visa. I have never taken any visa on these games, metaphor games. It's all been grabbed by the racist, fascist, rapist devils of India. Most of them are racist, fascist, and they are rapist devils of India. It's an association which I've already told you, it's having more than 100,000 people associated with them. It's a racist, fascist organization of India. And they also have the political rulers at top who are also aligning with the right wing, basically the rulers of India right now currently. So this is all a game plan by them.